Well, I serve as the Assistant Scoutmaster in Troop 413, and so I was fortunate enough when Jonathan joined our troop. It was about the same time that my son crossed over as well, so they're both the same grade, and so I've had the benefit of seeing him grow up in Scouts. Jonathan he really enjoys serving. He really has a servant's heart. He is very thoughtful of the other boys in the troop. He's very helpful. Everything he does, he goes about in a very kind and encouraging nature. So he really is what you really want to epitomize a scout.
You know, if you put Jonathan on a task, or if Jonathan is on a task, you just got to tell him what you want done. He's thinking ahead. Newest example, we had had 7 guys cross over last night from Weeblos, and somebody had miscounted or lost or something the applets that we award them with. Well, he's seen that coming, so he stepped back, took his off, so that so that just keep running smooth. So it's you know, once he's on task, he's money. So.
When Jonathan crossed over, you know, he didn't know a lot of folks in the troop. He was, you know, a little shy, and so I didn't have quite as much interaction with him as I was trying to learn all the boys as well. But the biggest change I saw in Jonathan is when we came to and asked him to consider being the scribe for the troop. And you know, he immediately said yes. In most cases, you ask a boy to be the scribe, they all say no. So that was one thing about Jonathan. He is, like I said, you asked him to do something, he was always willing to help out wherever was needed.
Well, Jonathan came up through Scouts here at 413. I got the honor to be his Scoutmaster through most of those, and he growed up from little bitty to becoming. You know, he was like all the new ones that we just had, that's shy, and now he's grown up. He's served in plenty of positions. He was patrol leader. He's been scribe, and tonight he got elected senior patrol leader for the next 6-month period. So he's going to be my right-hand man for the next 6 months.
So it was just Jonathan and I for the first 4 years of his life. I was very young when I had him, and I worked night shift on the weekends and went to high school during the week until I graduated, and we had our own place. Like I said, Jonathan's been we grew up together, you know, so he, you know, then we had 2 younger brothers, and then we went through some pretty rough stuff with their dad, and he, you know, had a hard time with that, and you know, I didn't really know how to help him, and that's why we got involved in scouting in the first place.
He's got all the qualities that you expect in a scout. It's been about 4 weeks ago now, whenever we lost one of our scouts, and he got up and spoke at the memorial service. So I mean, wrote his own speech and didn't cry like a big baby like I did. So, whenever he first came, cooking's one of the Eagle required merit badges in Scouts, and he said, "Well, I enjoy cooking, but my folks won't let me do it at home." And I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, you get to cook here."
I know Rusty told you guys that we didn't allow them to cook, but then when I saw them cooking on open flames, I started letting them cook on the stove. You know, when you see good changes in your children, you want to keep, okay, well, let's keep going in that direction. So, you know, more and more scouting. I got more involved in scouting, and it's just something that our family has been able to do together. You know, if you ask them how their day is at school, you know, they'll say fine or it's okay. But we say, okay, well, what are we going to do in this camp out? We need to plan this, that I can sit and have a conversation with them and just, sorry, you'll check to just to watch my son that I saw going down a very ugly path turn it around and come back, and now everyone gets to see what I saw before he was that way. Everyone gets to see what a beautiful person he is, and that he is a very beautiful person inside and out. I don't know I don't know that he would have done as well as he did if it weren't for his scoutmaster and assistant scoutmasters he has here at Troop 413, because they are always there, just willing to help and push the boys in the right direction, and be understanding that, you know, this guy is not an athlete, so let's praise other attributes that he has, you know, and it's a great family here.
He's exactly what you want, though. Well, exactly what you want in a scout, and I'm looking forward to the next 6 months.